All right, welcome back to another Crossout video. And in this one, I just wanted to say that I managed to get the build that I wanted together. Look at this. I bought me a Janabi cabin. So this I got off the market. It's one of the cheaper cabins that you can get in the light category and an epic rarity. And then these two Piercer machine guns, I actually got them from boxes by doing the Rust and Dust event. There's a couple of equipment crates that you get for free. The same thing for these fidget machine guns. This hot red, I think it was the same deal. Now wait, where did I get this hot red?
I have no memory of this place.
This hot red was the same deal. I think it came in an epic module container. And then there's a couple of other things that I also got. So these Hermit wheels, I bought these ones. They're also pretty cheap. And that's kind of it. Let's see here. I had another build that that I'm playing with quite a lot, and it's this thing here. So it has the Harpy cabin, which also came from a box. These two Hulk cannons. These I crafted. These are crafted cannons. I made these. And then finally, I got very lucky with a scout container, and it gave me this Pegasus engine. So that's pretty cool. This build is really nice. So I'll just put that back in there, and this one in here. And then in the meantime, there's a special sort of birthday event for Crossout going on. We have access to this unique workbench for all these relic things. I was kind of hoping that there'll be other parts that we can also craft, but there's only these relics. So I'm going to use my almost 11,000 engineering badges to craft a bunch of stuff. And I've taken a look around what I wanted. And if I can get my lunatic faction up to level 8, I can make one of those gas gens, which will fit perfectly underneath my current vehicle. And then for the weapons, I'm going to have 2 of these mace shotguns, and then 2 of these thunderbolts. And then I'll have just enough energy to run all of these, because it's going to be 14 plus 10, that's 24. And then a bunch of coolers and radiators to cool them down. So that's going to be the next thing. As for parts I want to buy, I'm going for these Tengu legs. I really like these. Currently I'm running around with the flamingo legs. And let me show you what the problem is. These flamingo legs, if we look to the side, they're very goofy. Look at that. And there's also no special ability. So I'm going for the flamingo legs. I'm going for the Tengu legs. So this build, I want to get a cricket machine, a cricket rocket launcher, and then use this one for invasions. I see that it's pretty much filled with cricket users or swarms, and the swarm is pretty crazy. Let's see here, we can go to rocket launchers, and then on here should be a swarm if we do find that exhibition. This is a pretty cool rocket launcher, but a little bit out of my price range at this point. This is a very cool build, by the way. So there we go. As part of the birthday celebration, we got this thing. And it has 4 vector machine guns, which is pretty cool. 4 of these studded wheels. These ones are steering wheels. Oh, these are non-steering ones. And then the Volt cabin. This is a special limited edition cabin that that we get during events. And this one, let's see if we can sit inside of it. Yeah, look at that. So this Volt cabin is on par with the Growl cabin. Its stats are a little better. And what's even cooler about this Volt cabin is that if we take a look at my upgraded Growl, the Volt is still better than this one. Apart from the time to self-destruct. Even the upgraded durability on this upgraded Growl is less than what we have on the Volt. So 253. Let's take a look at what the Volt gives me. 270. So it's a superior cabin even when we have it upgraded. So there we go. This is pretty cool. And that's kind of it. I'm really proud of the progress that I made to get this build going. So just to give you an idea where we started, this is what I started with. So I unlocked all the free packs, and then using those parts I put this together, and it's pretty much just a modification on the Fast and Deadly, that red car that we get in the free packs, that 3-in-1 pack. And I made some modifications here. So this is where it started, and this is also where I got the idea for my bumper here. Up next, I think I tried something with the with some autocannons here. So this AC-50 autocannon, this is also a pretty cool build. And then I had this one when I crafted a Spectre. And then finally this one. Oh no, wait, I also had one with a bat cabin in there, but I think I overrode that one. And then I had this one, which is now at the Janabi cabin. So the next thing for this build is to actually make it into a fully Syndicate style build, because right now I have some Firestarter stuff here and some Lunatic stuff. So next up will be to make an all Syndicate build here, and I have some on the exhibition that I liked, that I found, that were pretty cool. So we have this one, which looks really nice. It has an equalizer, which is actually a craftable weapon. Up next is this one, which is also pretty cool. It's using those camber wheels that we get with the Peekaboo pack. And then finally, what else did I have here? Oh, that's it. I think this is a Kami cabin build. It doesn't really have anything on there. The only thing that I might consider buying once I've reached all these sort of milestones I set for myself is going to be the next battle pass, because that one is it's quite an interesting concept that they have. So I'm going to wait and see for some blueprints and things to become available with those parts, and see how well does it stack up with my driving style. I really enjoy playing with these machine guns. So we'll see which one of those, what in the new battle pass sort of matches this sort of playstyle. And then I'll consider if I want to fork out a tenner or not. But there we go, that's it. So it's entirely possible to create an enjoyable build without buying anything. All you got to do is play the game, some of the modes and stuff. This Rust and Dust was really useful. But at this point I reached the maximum level, which is 60. And I don't get any more rewards for doing the stuff in there. So there's no point in me playing that anymore. Yeah, there we go.